Let me quickly say that all that we're going to learn here this evening, they are not in any way financial advice. They are just informational. And it is left for you to decide whether the information is relevant or not. Okay. I will say that again. All we are going to discuss this evening or in this class are all informational. They are not in any way financial advice. So should you wish to buy the information, you're buying the information at your own discretion. All right. Okay, so the essence of all of what we're doing here is to provide strategic information that could help us make decisions. All right. Just to remind us a little bit again, the finance industry has really changed. And one of the major disruptions to the financial industry is the introduction of cryptocurrencies and blockchain. Of course, in the news every now and then, we get to hear how countries are beginning to build their own digital currencies or cryptocurrencies just to make sure that there is a balance, okay, at least the one they can regulate. All right. Okay, so that being said, let's go straight to the first point of duty for today. So anybody that is late, congratulations to the person. So the first thing we're going to do is how do you make money on P2P? P2P simply means peer-to-peer trading. So peer-to-peer trading is a situation where people buy cryptocurrencies from one another. So I buy from you, you buy from me, and just like that. So we have a network of people who just buy from each other, right? So that's basically peer-to-peer trading. Now, what they call them, Binance had made that P2P somehow safe on their platform that you can easily buy and sell using P2P on Binance platform. All right. Okay, so how do you make money on P2P? It's very simple. Majorly, we buy stable coins when we are buying on P2P. So we could buy USDT, we could buy USDC, we could buy BUSD, we could buy TUSD or any other stable coin. Okay, but majorly USDT that is being bought. So even if you want to buy if any coin you want to buy, it can be convertible to USDT. At the same time, you can convert any coin. You can convert USDT to any coin. So basically, how do you make money on P2P? So the first thing is when you log on to your wallet, you go to your P2P. So theoretically, how do you make money? You make money by buying low and selling high on P2P. And that's just the foundation of cryptocurrencies. You buy low and sell high. So how do you do that on P2P? So when you come to P2P trading, you will see this buy and sell. So basically, if you want to buy, you will see several people who wants to sell to you. Okay, please always remember to change this to Nigeria. So, or change it to your own country rather. So if you're in Ghana, try to change this to cedis so that you see the things available in cedis. Okay. All right. So, all right. So when you come to P2P, you always see this notice from Binance to tell you to avoid becoming a victim of scammers. Never release cryptocurrency before actually receiving the payment. Don't believe anyone who claims to be a customer support and convinces you to release crypto before you receive payment, and all of that. Binance does not take any responsibility for transactions made outside of the platform. So any transaction that is made outside of this P2P, Binance does not take the responsibility. So to ensure that you are not scammed, please make sure that you follow the instructions on this platform. All right, so making it very simple, I will click and accept. So now look at all of these sell orders people are placing. So this person wants to sell this amount at a given range of 73,948 to 73,948, and every other person here have their own ranges. So simply, if you want to sell USDT, just like the way people do in Bureau de change. They buy dollars and when it's low and sell it when it's high. You can come here. I know in the morning this rate was far higher than this. Okay, so someone could say, okay, now that it is less, let me buy at 496. Okay, I'm buying at 496, and then as soon as I buy at 496, I can go to the sell. I'll place an order to sell, or I will advertise. Okay, when you go to more, you see post new ad or post my ads. So, and before you could actually start making sales, it's advisable that you apply to become a merchant. Okay, to apply to become a merchant on Binance. All right. So when you go there and post your sales ad, what you want to sell and all of that, it's simple. So you buy at a low price. So now if you check here, you see that some people are willing to sell at 653, right? But at the other at this buying rate at the moment, it is at 496, 496, 496, 496. So you see a whole lot of 496 here. So someone could decide to buy at 496 and then go and sell at a higher rate. So if you come to the sell rate, you see people selling at higher rates. So this person is selling at 653, 653, 652, 650, and the likes of them. Now, if by chance this whole thing swing and this sell order gets to be executed, now this person that bought 496 selling at 653, he would have been making some sort of gain. So let's quickly check in a calculator. So let's check a calculator and see what will happen. Let's assume someone buys, let me see if you can see my calculator, right? So let's assume I bought 496 and I bought $1,000 at 496. So I bought $1,000 at 496. So I'll be having 496,000, right? So if I'm buying this. Now let's assume on the other side, I'm selling at 653. Okay, so I'll have 653. Remember, I have 1,000 USDT, so I have 653 or 653,000 minus 496,000. So basically, I could end up making up to this amount in a day if I have the resource to invest, right? So if I don't want to do a long-term trade, or I don't want to engage in trade that I'm not certain of, at least you, to some extent, you could be certain of the P2P. So all you do is buy at a low rate, like here you see a low rate, and then you could go to the sell order and place the sell at a high rate. I would like to be sure that everyone understood this point. It's very, very simple. You buy it low, okay, and then anticipation show that it's going to be high, and then you place a sell at a particular rate. By the time you come to the sell order rate, then you see ranges that people are bringing. Of course, if your own gets to be very, very high, okay, people might possibly not buy it the first instance. So if you want to sell it faster, you may want to bring your price low. So if I come here and I want to do anything, I'll possibly want to go for 618 or 620, but I will not personally go for this. But on the basis of assurance, this person has 100% completion. So to make sure that I'm buying from the right person, I may decide to go with this person that has 100%. So if your rate of completion also matters, your reputation, the reputation that Binance is giving you also matters. All right. So if you place your whatsoever and you go to sell, and that's all you want to do. All right. So buy, sell. If you want to use Express, the same thing. You click on Express. If you're completely new to the whole business, you could buy with Express. Okay. Sorry, slowly. So you could buy with Express at a particular rate. So now, if you look at Express, the reference The reference price there is 496.27. So you could buy at 496.27, and then you can also place a sell order. So let's see what the reference is going to be on sell order. So now the reference is 653.60 on 6 order. So Binance is automatically telling you that you can buy at 496.46 and then sell at this particular price of 653.60. That's what Binance is telling you. That's the advice to you. All right. So this is a very simple process, and you can make a whole lot of money with it if you don't like long-term trading, or perhaps you don't want to keep your money on an exchange and keep it for long. All right. So that's a very simple process. All right. Now, let me know if there is any question. I would like to take, for each anyone I take, I take the question so that we don't put a whole lot of questions on hold. This is pure practical. Now, if you have a question, kindly ask me. I will unmute your mic if you have a question so that you ask me. Okay, if you have a question, kindly unmute your mic. So, sorry, kindly raise your hand. I will only take 2 questions for now. Others can learn from the questions. All right, so Mr. Ishmael, thank you so much. Go ahead and ask a question.
Yeah, good evening to everyone.
Hello, sir, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, I can barely hear you.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Just a moment. Let me use the headphone and try and see if I could hear you. All right, go ahead. Let me see if I can hear you.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
All right, good evening, sir. I think I can hear you better now. Go ahead. Let me have a question.
Yeah, my question is have to do with how to buy on online, because I have the app. I downloaded the app and then I have the this, but how to buy is a problem, because the my bank is not accepting the Visa card to be used on this platform.
Okay.
So I find it difficult to buy from the platform. So
all right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ishmael. For you to be asking the question, it means that you've not really taken time to go through all the videos of what we did last week. But I'm going to answer your question in a very simple way. The best way to buy is to use the P2P. That's peer-to-peer. So when you log into Binance, you go to your wallet, you click on P2P, click on wallet, click on P2P. P2P will bring you to this place. Now, since you're a completely new user, I would advise that you use Express. Okay, you click on the Express. All right, let me just go through it again. You log on to Binance, you click on your wallet, you click on P2P, then you click on P2P trading, and then since you're new, okay, please, one thing I need you to do, I know you're chatting from Ghana. Now, please change this currency to Ghana cedi. So you see this NG and I'm using Naira, change this to Ghana cedi. All right, so I want you to click on the Naira there and find the Ghana cedi. What is the logo for Ghana cedi so that I can locate it? If Ghana cedi is here, is Ghana cedi here? Let me search. Okay, someone is trying to help me out. Okay, Ghana cedi GHS. I'm trying to find the GHS. Please, if you see it, point it out for me, please. I could not see GHS here. Is anybody seeing GHS or CEDI here? I'm not seeing CEDS or CEDI rather. Okay, someone said it's not there. Okay, so if it is not here, then P2P from Ghana might be a little difficult, because to use P2P, you definitely have to pay into someone's account in your local currency. Okay, in your local currency. Please, who is Olatunji Ezekiel Taiwo? You keep sending me a direct message. You say you don't understand me. Do you have a question to ask or something? If you have a question, kindly raise your hand and then we will. Okay, so Windy says P2P is available in Ghana. So Windy, I'm going to unmute you. Maybe you help us with how that works in Ghana. So Windy, are you ready? If you're ready, kindly raise your hand. Then you help us out. For those of us in Ghana. Okay. Someone said at the left-hand side, search. Okay, let me have Windy. Or if you have it, it should be Veil. Okay. I need a voice so that I will not keep being here. All right, so Windy, kindly unmute and let's see how we get that done in Ghana so that we can help a brother.
All right. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody.
You're welcome.
Yes, please. If you go to if you click your wallet or you click your home, the home button, it takes you to P2P.
All right.
So you click the P2P, it brings you to the buy sell platform.
Yeah.
You just look at the list there and the volume the people have done, and then the currency volume. Some are doing the lower volume, some are doing the higher volume, and then the higher limit as well. It shows you the lower and the higher limit. And you just click anyone there based on the amount of money you have, and the currencies in cities. You have the fiat to choose from and the crypto to choose from. You just hit the fiat. Then it gives you the value of what you want. It tells you the limit, the lowest you can change. Yes, and then once you key it in, it gives you the conversion rate, and it takes you to the payment platform. And we normally do the P2P through our mobile money wallets. So you just click the name you want. It brings out the person's mobile money number, and then you click it. You see the number. You copy down the number and proceed with the transferring of the funds. And when you're done, you click that the funds are transferred, and the next thing is for the equivalent to be sent into your wallet.
All right. Thank you so much. You've helped out. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so thank you so much, Mrs. Windy, for that wonderful contribution. At least you're from Ghana. You can drop your number in the chat room so that Mr. Mr. Kwame can also reach out. Okay, so I was trying to do the conversion from here, and I found that it was not there. But when you do the search from here, from the fiat, I think Windy helped me out on that. So when you check from fiat, please, Mr. Ishmael, I trust you could hear me. So when you search on fiat, you will see all of these people who are willing to do a peer-to-peer in Ghana. So you see 5.89 for price, and the person is willing to sell 20 to 2,964.61 USDT. And then you can also check the person's completion rate to be sure that's what you want to do. So it's simple. You click on whoever you want to buy from, and based on the rate you want to buy, and then fill out your details, how much you want to buy, so probably 20 cedis, and then it will show you how many USDT you will get by that, and then you click on buy USDT. It will show you the person's account details that you need to pay to. So in this case, you see the person's mobile money information, and then you can transfer the money. When you transfer the money, you simply click on transfer next, and then Binance will take it up from there. So I will take that again for the sake of our brethren in Ghana. For you to do, or for you to buy crypto in Ghana or any other country that is listed here, go to your wallet, click on P2P, and then find the fiat that you want to buy fiat is your normal government currency. So in this case, we are looking at Ghana cedis. All right. So in this place, you see fiat. Just search for your currency. All right. So I've already changed it to Ghana cedis. So just search for GHS. So you see it there. And then you will see all the people who are willing to buy and sell in your currency in your country. Okay. So with that, you will be able to buy from any one of them, and be sure to use the person with high completion rate, and also check the person with the range of the money you want to buy. And in the same way that I said, you can make money using the Naira equivalent or the dollar, you can also make money here. So you can you can simply buy at this particular price that they are giving, 5.89, 5.90. And then when you go to sell, you will see the recommended sell order that you can place. So here you see 6.35. You bought at 5 point something and you're selling at 6 point something. That's a very good gain. Now, like I said, you can also use Express. If you're completely new to the system, you use Express. So automatically, Binance will match you with who they think is the most preferred for you. And for newcomers to the ministry, we recommend that you use Express. All right. So the same way you place a buy order, the same way you place a sell order. So you could still buy 20 here, and then you have the equivalent. Just click on buy with 0 fees, and then get the person's details, pay the money, then click on transfer to next, and then proceed to receiving your crypto. And then you can place a sell order. Just buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. All right. Okay, so let me be sure that Mr. Ishmael, the issue has been resolved. Mr. Ishmael, is the issue resolved now? Please, if it is, kindly give us a voice. Is it resolved? Can you buy now?
Yeah, I will do my best. I can go ahead and do that.
Okay, so if you have any issue, just chat me up. If I have any issue when you're trying to buy, just chat me up. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I also would like to take win this contract.
Yes, Mrs. Windy, please kindly drop your contact for those of us in Ghana, okay, who will want to get more information. And also those in Ghana, you can build a network for yourselves there so that you get to do your work easily. All right. So do I have, okay, I think the question on how to buy and sell on P2P is easy. Someone says, I'm actually this first time here and I'm not really getting the whole operation. Okay, don't worry, we'll get back to this. We'll get back to how you get to understand the whole operation. All right. Okay, now, do I have any other question on this, how to make money using P2P? It's a very simple process. You buy low, you sell high. Is anybody that has question on that? Anybody that has question on that? Okay, so if there is no question on that, let me go to the second thing. And the second thing on my list is on trading indicators for short-term traders that will make you more money and reduce cost. Okay, so someone says it takes time to understand, but it's very easy. Just stay online and observe. All right, so Antitrust Link, they are giving you sisterly support. All right, so let's take a look at this other side of buying and selling, which is in this case where people consider complex. Okay, where people consider complex. For the sake of the people that this could be your first time, cryptocurrencies are just like forex exchange. So you buy and you sell. All right. So you buy when it's low and you sell when it's high. Cryptocurrencies are simply digital assets, just like gold, crude oil, Gary, cement, and the like. So you buy a stock, like you have your shop, you're buying and selling egusi, amala, ewedu. You buy it cheap and you sell it high so as to make profit. So that's a simple process. So for the sake of indicators that make you money, I'm going to discuss 3 indicators, and I'm going to ask us to pay very good attention, right, to these indicators. I also want to say that indicators do not 100% give us proof or sales proof to say we cannot make mistakes, all right? But at least it can tell you when to come into a trade and when to exit. And clearly I will show us how that works. Using one indicator might be misleading, but using 1, 2, or 3 at least, what they call confluence indicators. If you use confluence indicators, at least you have 3 indicators to give you a guide on what to do. All right, it is somewhat simple to make decisions. All right, so now we come back to Binance, then we come to trade, and now we are going to use advanced. So if your system is on, just kindly click on advanced. I'm going to make this simple in about 10 minutes, and then I will take questions, and then we'll go to the last one. Okay, second to the last one on trends. So I'm going to make this very simple so that we can understand it. Okay, so this is where we basically buy and sell, or where we do our trading, what we call sports trading. I'm going to clear all of this so that I'll have a clean sheet. All right, so when you come to your trading zone or exchange zone, basically you see trends. So we have this we call candles. I'm only explaining this for the sake of those who are new here. So this is called, or these are called candles. So the red candles or the green candles represent a high, an increase, while the red candles represent a decrease. Now, if you look at each of these candles, each of the candles has about 4 components. You have the high, then you have the high, then you have the low, then you have the low high. Because this is an increase, so we can only call it a low high. All right. So you have the high, then you have the high, you have the low, or perhaps you have the high rather, and then you have the high low. All right. So the place where it started from is where the market opens. All right. So this is like the opening. So here you can see this particular point here corresponding with about 49 million or $49,296.23. Okay, so this is like the opening. All right, and this is the close, the highest it went within that particular time frame. All right, so you see $50,210,046. So this is an opening on this particular candle, and this is a close. But in as the close and as the open and close goes on, we have a point where it decreased. Even when the market is still going on, it decreased to a point that was not really favorable to you. And if you're not careful, someone could be out of anxiety, sell off. So I'm going to show us which kind of trend do we need to have to make sure that even if such a thing happens, you don't bother about selling off. All right. And even if it gets to this point, how will you know that it will get to this point before you could sell off? In the same way, on the red candle, which is decrease, we have the opening. This opening, this is where it starts coming down. All right. And this is where it ended. All right. So this is opening and close. You know, in the green, the bottom is the opening and the top is the close. On the red, the top is the opening and the bottom is the close. All right. So basically what you want to watch out for is when this market is coming down to a place where you can comfortably buy, and then wait for it to go up so that you sell. So if you watch what happened here, someone could have bought at this point. I hope you are seeing my cursor very well. So someone could have bought here. Okay. See, at this point, someone could have bought here at this point and then gone ahead to sell here or sell here or sell here, and then come back to buy here, and then up and down as just the case may be. All right. Okay. And then when you are buying and selling, obviously, all you want to do is buy when it is low and then sell when it is high. How do you know when to enter and when to exit? That will be the last thing I will discuss here today. But let me, maybe I will reverse it. So let's take the first one. How do you enter a trade and how do you close out a trade? When do you enter and when do you go out? So basically, let me make an introductory. Then by the time we are using a detailed analysis, we can then look at how we can do it more professionally. So basically, you want to buy when it is low and then sell when it is high. So you watch the market when it is going low, you want to buy, and then when it goes up, you sell. That's simple. Okay, that's very, very simple. Someone asked, how did you get there? You go to your trade and click on advanced. Go to log into your Binance account and then go to trade and then go to advanced. That's very, very simple. Okay, go to trade and then click on advanced. So you come here. All right. So how do you place an order here? You know, we have P2P trading. We also have this on Binance, they call this spot trading. So if you don't want to do, we have different kinds of trading on Binance. We have the, you can trade by converting. You can trade by the classic approach, which is the simple approach. You can trade by the advanced approach. You can trade by margin approach. In margin, you can borrow money to trade and then return the money. All right. Then you can do P2P. You can also do what they call futures trading. All right. So if you go to derivatives here, you see futures. So you can do futures trading in the USD M futures or coin M futures or vanilla options or leverage tokens or battle, whichever one you want. Binance is actually a very wonderful place and it can be very, very complex. But my advice is start with the basic ones and then you can move ahead. Now, on this particular adventure, how do you know that you will buy here and sell here? That's what we want to check. Are you with me? Okay, are you with me? If I finish this, if you have questions, just ask me. Even if it's question on what we've done before that you need us to cover now, just ask me. So I'm going to introduce three basic indicators. All right, so in this place, right, you see my cursor there, this is where we have the pack of indicators. Always make sure that whenever you come to this place, your view is on the trading view, not on the original view. Please don't use the original view, right? We don't really need this right now. What we need is the trading view, all right? So that we can make better decisions on that. And don't click on depth, just click on trading view for now, all right? So go to your indicators and then select the indicator that you want to use to analyze. But before you go to indicators, it is good to also understand what time frame you are dealing with. Now, you can do on 15 minutes straight. That means you want to be buying and selling for every 15 minutes. If you click on 15 minutes, you find out that the candles will not be the same as the 1 hour. So this is the candle for 15 minutes. This 15 minutes simply shows that each of these candle is 15 minutes. So it starts and closes just exactly at 15 minutes. All right. So this is 15 minutes, this 15 minutes, this 15 minutes. Each of them represents 15 minutes. And from what you're seeing here, you can see that in the crypto world, massive things can happen within just a minute. So you see a great move in 15 minutes, a great move in 15 minutes. And you can see this one, a move that took place in 15 minutes. And then you can see also this tiny one, a move that took place in 15 minutes. And then you can see all these ones. All right. Then you can choose a 1 hour marketing or 1 hour trading advantage. If you choose 1 hour, you will also see different perspective to dig. So you did see different candles and what they represent. If you want to do 4 hours, what simply means that if you're doing 1 hour, the information provided to you will just be for 1 hour. If you're doing 4 hours, the information provided will be for 4 hours. And each of the candles is just 4 hours. That means to complete a trade, it has to take 4 hours. That is, we're using 4 hours. If you're using 1 week, the same thing. If you're using 1 day, if you're using 1 month, as the case may be, if you're using 12 months, if sorry, if you're using 1 month, I think here 1 month is the highest that these guys are sitting. So if you're using 1 month, now if you're using 1 month, you see the dimension of this trade. If you're using 1 week, you see the different dimensions as the case may be. So for now, let's just use 1 hour, the default trading time. All right, 1 hour, the default trading time frame. Okay, so I want to know when to buy and when to sell. So the first I'm going to introduce is what we call the MACD. The MACD. All right. Perhaps let me start with the basic one. We call the moving average. Moving average. So you could write this down if you need to write it down. Moving average. Okay. Moving average. Moving average does not basically tell you when to buy or when to sell just by looking at it, but it tells you when market is up and when market is down. All right. So on a 1 hour chart, this is the line of moving average. If you want to bold in it, you can just click on it and then change the information the way you want it. So I want it bold. I want to increase it. If I want to turn it to white so that I can see it very well, I could turn it to white, and that's all I want to do. All right, okay, I didn't get that. So I want to turn it bigger, and I want to turn this line to white, and I click OK. All right. So basically, what the MACD tells you is the trend of the market. So here you see it, it goes up, it comes down. This is called the MACD line. Sorry, the moving average line rather. So you see it go up and then come down just like your normal line for trading. Now, how do you use this? If assuming you want to use it singly, all right? So moving average tells you that when this, or when the market, when these candles are below the MACD, it's telling you that the market is bearish. That means the market is slow. When it's below the MACD line, it's telling you that the market is going down. So it's below, all right, or is going downtrend instead of uptrend. So that's what this one show you. Now, when the line, the candles are above the MA moving average line, it tells you that the market is moving up, irrespective of whether you're having red and green as the case may be. If the line, if the candles are above the MA line, is just telling you that the market is going towards bullish. All right. Or if it is below, it's telling you that the market is going down. And also it shows you some levels of momentum. All right. It shows you how the market momentum is moving, right? So if you see it move up, it's telling you that the market is having high momentum. So it's having a high, it still has high force to go up, right? So that's the up. Now, if it's going down, irrespective of whether you're seeing green all the way, it's telling you that the momentum of that market is low. That means many people are gradually leaving the market, and you may need to reconsider your stand. That's what the MACD is telling you. So if it is, if the candles are below the MACD, is telling you that the market is going down. If the candles are above the MACD, is telling you that the market is going up. If the line is moving upward, it's telling you that the momentum is high, and then you could buy. If it's coming downward, it's showing that the momentum is low, and you may have to reconsider your stand in the position you've taken. All right, so let me be sure that everyone understands this. Maybe this is your first time of hearing of this particular indicator. If you understood it, please let me have a 1 in the chat room. If you did not understand it, just type 00. If you type 00, then you tell me what you did not understand. It's a very simple line. If the candles are above the margin or above the line, it's telling you that market is moving up. If the candles are below the line, it's telling you that the market is going down. All right. So with this, you can easily say, okay, oh, market is going down. I want to exit. Okay. Let me wait for when the market is going up. All right. And also, please note this. Also, if you want to buy this moving average can also help you. Remember, I said it does not automatically tell you when to buy or when to sell, but at least with the information is giving us, it can govern us. All right, it can help us, guide us. Now, if you want to buy, and you want to buy when the market is going down, obviously, so it's obvious that you buy when these candles are below the MA moving average line. Okay, you buy when the MA is below this moving average line, then you sell when it is above the moving average line. Okay, it's very, very simple. You buy when it is below and you sell when it is above, and then you use the line. Like now you could see how the line is going. All right, so the line is showing like it wants to go up, but we are not sure. All right, but if it pulls up from here and then you see how it's going, then it can tell you whether you will buy or not. But from here, you see the market is gradually becoming bullish again. So it's telling you that the market is it want to go up. Although this particular line came down, but now you see it is gradually trying to come up. But here you cannot make a decision now because you have two red lines. You don't know whether it's going to go up or come down. So maybe you have to wait for another candle to know whether the candle will be above the line or below the line. All right, very, very simple. So let's go through this again. Very, very simple. You choose your time frame. If you're going to be doing 15 minutes, 1 hour, or whichever time that is best for you, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whichever time that is best for you. For the sake of this class, we're using 1 hour. All right, so you click on 1 hour time frame. If you want to do 4 hours, 1 week, 1 day, 1 month, it is all left for you based on your decision. All right, but for those who are doing day trading, obviously you want to do 1 hour, all right, or 1 day, 24 hours straight. All right, so you simply come to these indicators. All right, click on it and search for moving average. All right, moving average. Then you see moving average. Then just click on moving average, and then the line for the moving average will come up. All right, so I want to make this line bold so I can be sure of what I'm seeing, and I want to make it more visible. Since I have a black background, I want to put it on the white background so I can see it very well. All right. So I click on my OK. So now moving average, simple. If the candles are above the moving average line, you want to buy, or sorry, you want to sell. All right. If the lines are below the moving average, you definitely want to buy. If the lines are above and the line is moving upward, it's telling you that the market is going bullish. If it is going downwards, it's telling you that the market could be going bearish. All right. So that's simply what you want to know. So if the lines are above, you want to keep your currency and monitor it maybe to a point that you want to sell. And as soon as you see it coming down, you want to definitely sell off and then buy when it is coming down. All right. That's a simple process. Very, very simple. Now, the second one I want to deal with is called the MACD. MACD, moving average convergence divergence. So MACD, MACD, moving average convergence divergence. MACD, all right? MACD, moving average convergence divergence, is also very simple, like the moving average. So if you look at the name, is moving average convergence and divergence. So it's very simple. It's telling you when it is converging, please sell. When it is diverging, please sorry, when it is converging, when it is closing down, all right, you should sell off. Then when it is diverging, you should buy. That's when it is coming down, sell. When it is going up, buy. All right, so let's look at it. Very simple. Go to your indicators and search for MACD, MACD. All right, then you find it there, and then you click on it. Quickly set it up the way you want it. So you double click on any of the lines and then make sure that they are bold enough. For the sake of this particular line, I'm not going to change the colors. I just want them to be this way. All right, so you have 3 components here. You have the okay, so you have the 12 and the 26 lines. So you have, go to inputs. So you have 12 and 26. What this is simply telling you is that one of the lines is taking the average of 12 previous works that have been done, or 12 previous candlesticks, 12 previous transactions, and then the other one is taking 26 previous um, 26 previous transactions. So it's taking the average and using the average to plot a graph, and that graph is what we are seeing here. Then it has another thing we call the histogram. All right, so let me increase that of the histogram also, and I'm going to try to explain all of these things. Trying to okay. Okay, so all aboard. So see my candlesticks. Now see my MACD line. Okay, so very simple. If you want to use the histogram to read, listen to me. If you want to use the histogram to read, when the histogram is going down, you may need to buy. All right. So for instance, histogram here is below. That's telling you that the market is bearish, is going down. So you may want to buy at this point. All you want to do is to find a point that could be the peak of the downtime trend. You buy at that particular point, and then you want to sell when the market is going up. So you watch when the histogram comes up to the bullish side, and you want to sell at the peak of that transaction too. So that's for this histogram. You may want to buy when it is below, and then you sell when it is above the line, and then you watch when the line is actually going to be at the peak. Now, how do you simply do that? You use this MACD line, these two lines, the short and the long lines. All right, that's 12 and this 26. You could change it also if you want much more better statistics. You could change it, maybe 50, 100, or as the case may be, change it according to the way you want it. All right, so quickly, when the red line crosses the blue line and it starts going down, it's telling you that the market is going down. When the blue line crosses the red line and is going up, it tells you that the market is going up. So for instance, you want to buy when this blue line crosses the red line and is moving up. You want to buy when the red line or when the blue line crosses the red line and is moving up. That's when you want to buy. So you want to buy at this point, and you sell when the blue line crosses the red line and is going down, or the line is going down. So you could buy here and sell here. All right, so you buy here, you buy at this point and sell at this point. All right, so that's the MACD line for you. When the blue line is crossing the red line and is going down, you want to sell at that point. When the red line crosses the blue line and it is going, please let me be careful of what I'm saying. When the blue line crosses the red line and is going up, you want to buy. When the red line crosses the blue line and is going down, you want to sell. Very simple. So if you see this line, the blue line crossed the red line and is going up. So the blue line, whenever it's going up, you buy. The red line, whenever it start going down, or whenever you see the blue line trying to cross the red line and it's coming down, you simply sell off. So it's a very simple process. If you want to use the histogram, when the bars are down, you buy. When the bars are up, you sell. If you want to use the lines, when the blue line crosses the red line and it is going up, you buy. When the red line crosses the blue line, it's coming down, you sell off. All right, so you could buy here, sell here. Now you see this blue line is also trying to cross the red line. All right, so you could dispose here. If you're not too sure of what will happen, you could dispose here and wait for the next direction of the line. And then you could also see what is happening here. So someone could buy here, sell here. buy here, sell here, or perhaps you could see some measures like this, where you see a sharp turn with this blue line from the bottom. If you see such a sharp turn, you could buy from there because it could be showing you that there is going to be an upward trend. All right, but it is better to wait for when the line crosses each other. Then you're confident that the line is going to go up. All right, then you buy and then sell when the line is crossing the other side. Some point you see where you see a line could show like it want to go up, and then you buy and then it start going down. That means you have to wait. That's why you have to wait for when each of these lines crosses, so that you will be sure that you're making the right decision. So this is for the MACD. Now, if we join the MACD, sorry, going to close this. If I join the MACD with the moving average, it could help me make, if I choose moving average, and then I want to do confluence indicator analysis, then I choose MACD, it will help me make somewhat of better decision. So if you see here, the line, the MS moving average line is still not too clear to me, but the MACD is telling me that this line is about to go down, and it is corresponding with the red candle there. So it's showing me that it is going down, and here it's showing me that my histogram is almost completed. So there's going to be a trend opening up again, but I don't know whether the trend is going to be upward or downward. So I may have to wait a little bit to be sure that I don't put my money and then I lose it. All right. So you see this line is showing me that it's in between up and down. I don't know whether it's going up or coming down, but you see here, it's showing me that this histogram, see, this histogram is completed, right? You see the movement there. I can see the parabolic move there is completed already. So, but I don't know the next move. Is it going to be down or up? Is it going to start a new trend up? Is it going to start a new trend down? I'm not definite. So I may have to wait and be sure. If this line crosses this line, the blue line crosses the red line, then I'm definite to enter a trade. Okay. But if the blue line turns back, which is possible, if it turns back, then another trend of bullish trend continues. All right. So now I've been able to combine these two to make a better decision. So I'm going to wait. Since this moving average is not clear, I'm going to wait for the MACD to give me a sign whether to come in or not before I take a move or take a step. All right. Thank you. Any question for me on this? If you understood this, please type 11 in the chat room. If you did not understand it, please tell me where you did not understand. Type 00. Then I will take your questions now. I'm at the chat, so if I have a question in the chat, I'll respond to it. I have just 30 minutes to go. Okay, so thank you for understanding it. Could there be any question that you don't understand? I will go through it again. I will go through it again. If there's a question you don't understand, please, I will go through it again. All right, so thank you for understanding it. All right, the next one I'm going to talk about, is there a demo on Binance? Yes, all of these things are demo, although demo, maybe demo, you mean like you have demo money to try it out. If it is demo money, there is no demo money on Binance. Okay, there is no demo money. Maybe you need to try your 5,000 Naira or $5 to use it as demo. But before you go into trading, I recommend that you take a whole lot of this kind of trainings so that you can minimize your risk, right? Minimize your risk. I didn't get this part at all. Mr. or Mrs. Babatunde Mustafa, you didn't get this part at all. See, okay, you had the network glitch. Okay, don't worry, I will come back to this. I'll come back to this. Right? And always know that you can always visit our YouTube to get all of these videos and play them again over and over again. So if there is a place you have challenge, you can just go through the YouTube and then get all of that. Please, we need at least 100 subscribers in the new YouTube we created for this particular training. so that we can create a simple link instead of these long links. Okay. So if you're new to us here and you've not subscribed to the YouTube for this particular channel or the channel for this particular training, please simply do so. Use the YouTube channel there and just click on it. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is called the Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands. This is the third one I'm talking about right now, the Bollinger Bands. I have 30 minutes and I'm going to stop at 8:30 on the dot. Bollinger Bands. So anywhere we stop, we'll continue from continue there on Sunday, or you could use the WhatsApp platforms and ask your questions. And everyone here will be ready to assist. All right. If you're not on the WhatsApp group, please try to join the WhatsApp group. I will try and see if I can get the link so that you join. Bollinger Band. So I go to my indicators again, and then I will type for Bollinger, B-O-L-L, so I could see there, Bollinger Bands. Please, this particular indicator is very, very important, and I need you to pay attention here. This particular indicator combines virtually everything we've been doing since, but that does not mean it will be a standalone, right? But at least it gives you more clarity than the moving average and the MACD. All right, so it gives you more clarity. Bollinger Bands, very simple. In fact, to me, is the simplest. All right, and if Bollinger is giving you indication, it's better you buy or you sell. Bollinger is, to me personally, or my personal bias anyway, it is much more accurate and much more predictive than the moving average and the MACD. All right, and it's very simple. Remember, we are still using the 1 hour trading chart. So what Bollinger does is that Bollinger has two bands. You have the moving average in between. Okay, so quickly, let's get this. Just double click on it and make the lines bolder. And I may want to make sure that I have better reports. So I want to increase this to 30. All right, I just want to increase that to 30 just to make sure that I have better results to deal with. Okay. Okay. So this red one is the moving average, right? And these two blues are showing you the upper bands and the lower bands. So Bollinger is telling you that from his own analysis, this particular coin we are looking at, which is crypto, which is a BTC, could go up to this point of $50,855 at this particular period of 1 hour. And it could also come down as low as $49,000 and 0.4231 cents. So if you want to place a trade, it's telling you can place a trade around this domain for purchase or buying order, and then you could place a sell order around this domain of $50,000 and above. So that's what the Bollinger Band is telling you. Okay, so make it a little simpler. So Bollinger Band is telling you that when the red, well, let's take the green one first. When the green line, when the green candle touches the upper band, okay, and a red candle opens up the next, you should sell off. Very simple. So let me give you an example. Bollinger Band is telling you that at this point you're seeing here, see this point? Bollinger Band is telling you sell off here, sell here. This point that is touching the upper band, that is your best case scenario. Any other thing you want to do is by gaze. Bollinger Band is telling you sell off here. So you see a green touched the Bollinger upper band and then a red open. So to avoid a big loss from here to this point, Bollinger is telling you sell at this point. Don't wait to see whether your dream will come true by this thing coming down. Just sell off here. If it decides to go up, good, then you can rebuy and continue. But if it comes down, you would have saved that loss. Okay, you would have saved that particular loss. All right. Then Bollinger Band is telling you when this red line crosses the lower band or touches the lower band, make your purchase. when the red candle touches the lower band and then opens up with a green candle, then make your purchase. It's a very simple not mathematics, it's a very simple observation. When the red candle touches the lower band and then opens up with a green, then you buy. If it opens up with another red, don't buy. Just wait when it opens up with a green, then you buy. All right. And you know, the green will always open up with something very small like this or even smaller than this before it will grow to what you see it as big or bigger. All right. So when this red line touches this and then a green line opens up, buy at that point. And then wait for when it is going to touch this particular line, then you sell. That's what Bollinger is telling you. All right. So if you look at here, under this red candle, under this moving average or the red line, you see that this is a bearish movement. Then above it is a bullish movement. So simple, buy when the red touches the lower band and then a green is opening up for another move, and then sell when the band has touched the when the green band has touched the upper band and is opening up with a red. So very simple, right? It is much more predictive. It is much more simple to use. But remember, you don't have to use it alone. You have to introduce other indicators to help you. All right. So before I proceed, do you understand this particular one? It's very simple. I think it's the simplest among them all. But if you still don't understand it, I will explain. All right. So if you understood this, please type 11 in the chat room. If you did not, type 00 and then tell me what you did not understand. I will explain. If you understood this particular band, type 11. If you did not understand it, type 00 and then I will explain it. Okay. I'm waiting for your answers, please. All right, I have to make a warning here. Although we still, these are just some indicators we are looking at. We are not looking at them in detailed format now. We're just looking at them in simple format. All right. So, but let me say something here also. You know, there is what they call sideway movement. Okay, sideway movement. Bollinger helps you to reduce the risk of sideway buying during the sideway movement. Maybe you see a point where the thing is not moving up, it's not coming down, it's just moving sideways, just going sideways. So it's not touching up, it's not touching down. All right. So Bollinger tells you just wait. If you, I will also have to warn. If you don't know how to be patient, don't come into crypto. Before you come into crypto, go and learn patience before you come in. Because if you don't know how to be patient, you'll be losing money on per second. All right. If you don't know how to be patient, you'll be losing money on per second. And now look, okay, I think I'm seeing a very good example here. Look at the example of that sideway trading. All right. So you see all the way through this place, you could barely see where it touched the up or down, but it's just moving. And you're not definite of whether it's going to go up or come down. Even at this point, it didn't really touch. All right. So if you were to enter a trade from this point, okay, the best place you would have entered trade is here. But look at it again. It looked very risky. As soon as it entered here, you see where it landed us. See, it landed us very far. So we moved very, very far. Take just from here, then we came down to this point, and then we are dragging to come up. Then you see some sideways again. So to avoid troubles that touch the heart or issues that touch the heart, please, when you start seeing these things like this, just be patient. Don't hurry. Okay, don't hurry. Sideways marketing or trend market, trending market can cause some issues. All right, so don't lose your patience. Just be a little more patient and wait for the right time to enter and then the right time to sell. All right. Okay, now the last thing I will discuss before we thank you for coming is the RSI. The RSI. The RSI is most often used in line with the in line with the Bollinger Bands, just to reduce the risk of this sideways market. Okay, so I'm going to leave the Bollinger Band as it were, and I'm going to go to indicator, and I'm going to search for RSI, relative strength index. RSI, relative strength index. Okay, so the relative strength index helps us to reduce the risk of sideways marketing. All right. Now, on its own, it does not really tell us when to buy or when to sell. But when you combine it with indicators like the moving average, or combine it with RSI, or combine it with Bollinger Bands, or combine with MACD, it gives better information for analysis. All right. So this is very simple as well. All of the indicators, there are, I want to reduce this to 13, and I also want to make it bolder. Right. I want to make it bolder. All right. So just like the Bollinger Band had upper and lower limit, RSI also has upper and lower limits. All right, so this point here, I'm going to expand this so that we can see this clearly. I trust you can still see my screen. We're about to round up now. Okay, so I'm trying to make the screen a little bigger so that we can see it better. Okay, so this is my RSI and this is my Bollinger Band. Okay, this is my RSI and this is my Bollinger Band. So here you see the upper RSI and then you see the lower RSI. Okay. Let me increase it. So I've increased it. So you see my upper, I see my lower. Now, to make a good trading decision, RSI and Bollinger Band combined together. RSI tells you that when this RSI line comes below 30, below 30, below 30, you can buy. So you see there are good points to buy. So you see here, we could buy here. Oh, sorry. We could buy at this point. We could buy at this point. We could buy at this point. We could buy at this point also. So basically, when it is below 30, you should buy when it is below 30. When it's below 30, close to 25, and it could go beyond that. When it is going down, you see the RSI going below 30. So you buy below 30. All right. Then when it is above 70, in most cases, they will tell you when it is above 75. Then when you hit 75, you know you are at the peak of your market. But when it's above 70, you're already set to sell. So you're watching the market to know when to sell. So you see, at some point here, this one reached 80. This one reached 87. Okay. Then on the lower limit, we have this particular point that got to 21. And you have some other points. So this point got to 12. Wow, that's terrible. That's a very big dip. All right, so this got to 12. This got to 17. All right. Okay, so when the RSI line goes below the lower band and is moving towards 25 and going beyond, buy. When it is above the upper limits and you could test your 70 and 75, and then it's going beyond, at least by 75, you should sell. All right, by 75, you should sell. Okay, by 75, you should sell and reduce your risk. All right, so this is all the little we could share this evening on trading indicators and when to come in a trade and when to go out of a trade. Do I still need to talk about that again? I think all of these indicators we've talked about have shown us when we can come in and when we can go out. Now, let me ask a question. Do you understand the RSI? If you understand the RSI, please type 1 in the chat room. If you don't, tell me you don't, and then I will explain. Okay, so Mr. Elvis, good to have you in this class. I'm still expecting for you to take me on vacation though. All right. If you understand it, please let me see. If you don't understand it, let me see. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay, so I have a good number of people understanding it. All right, so before we call it a night this evening, out of the four, chase four, what we've talked about, moving average, MACD, Bollinger Bands, and RSI. Out of these four, which one did you understand the most, and which one do you think you can use the most? Please let me have your answer in the chat room. Which one did you understand the most? Which one do you think would be much more convenient for you to use? Remember, combining them will make the most sense in your trading, but at least you have to start from somewhere. So which one do you consider the best for you? Okay, so someone said Bollinger Band and MACD. And someone said third one and fourth one. What's the name? I didn't teach anything like fourth one and third one. Tell me the name. All right, so MACD and Bollinger Band. So another one says MACD, another one says Bollinger. Okay, Bollinger Band. Bollinger. Please get the right spelling. Bollinger. Bollinger Band and RSI. All right. So another person says Bollinger Band and RSI. Okay. So I want to ask a question. How many of us currently are trading on crypto, or you have crypto as part of your? Thank you so much, Director. You can do all. Thank you. All right. How many of us have crypto in our accounts? You have crypto as part of your investment. If you do, can you type one in the chat room? And if you don't have, can you tell us your major challenge? Maybe we could help. Remember, we are not, this is not an advice. This is not a financial advice. Maybe if we see your fears, maybe we could see how to help. Okay, so you don't have a coin, you don't have a crypto coin, and maybe there are some challenges. Maybe you could put 00 in the chat room. You don't have a coin, you have a fear. Can you tell us your fear? And then we'll help. And then if what you've learned tonight, you think what you've learned tonight will make you some money, make you some extra money, please can you type yes in the chat room? If you think what you've learned tonight will make you some money, reduce your losses, just type yes in the chat room. All right. Thank you. Okay, so I think I understand Mr. Ishmael's own why he has not bought, because his bank is not allowing him. Emmanuel Olainka, please, what could be your challenge? Why have you not bought? Do you have a problem with crypto or the likes? It's also important for me to remind us, this is not a financial advice. Everything you're doing is based on your expertise. Everything you're doing is based on your information available to you on your personal decisions. All right. Okay. And I will repeat this again. If you must come into crypto, please learn to be patient. If left for me, I will advise you do long-term trading. All right. Find those coins. I want to get the necessary lessons. All right. Thank you so much. Find those coins you can invest in with little amount of money. Like now we have coins that are less than £1 in the market. That's obviously less than 1 CD, less than $1. All right. So why don't you try those ones? At least you can try them with your 5,000 and give them at least 12 months to see what happens to them. All right. And don't allow your heart to shake. When I started crypto trading, I started with 12,000 plus, 12,000 Naira plus. So it wasn't even up to 15,000. And then I increased it to, I think, 25,000. I was still trying to count my risk, monitor my risk, because I was basically naive. I didn't know anything about it. Nobody taught me. I was trying to monitor. Then I started taking trainings and then got better. And then on getting better, I moved my investment. And the truth is, as it were, remember, I will say this again, this is not a financial advice. I am counting on my own knowledge to take the risk. I don't have any money in the bank. So I put all my money in crypto. So if I need money, I do the P2P in less than 5 minutes. I have my money in my account. So instead of putting my money in my account and I'm not seeing what I want, I put it in where I think it will make me some money, better off. So I better have my money driving better returns than putting it where it is not. Note, this is my personal decision. It is not in any way an advice. Okay, it is not in any way an advice. All right. All right. So you can find the small coins. Sometimes ago, Dodge used to be a small coin, but now Dodge is a big coin. Sometimes ago, Tron used to be a small coin, but now Tron is selling for like 40 something naira. Dogecoin is selling for above 100 naira. All right. But you could still try those ones. At least they are still better off than BTC that is almost 55 million naira at the moment. And then you could try other coins like Win. Win is about 0.64. That is 64 kobo. As of the last time I checked, 64 kobo. I don't know how much the price might be now. Then you could try Ripple. Ripple used to be a very small coin too. I was watching my wallet today. The first time I bought Ripple, I bought it at 216 naira. And I looked at the last time Ripple hit almost 2,000 naira. Okay. And there is a whole lot of speculation that before this year ends, Ripple is going to hit at least 5,000 naira. So someone who bought Ripple at 200 naira and Ripple gets to 5,000, if you have up to 1,000, you could become a millionaire overnight. All right. So, however, this is not a financial advice. This is just informative. All right. And I will advise find a crypto group to join. We have a crypto group. If you want to join us, the membership of that group is 10,000 naira. But at the moment, if you're interested, it's just a token of 5,000 naira and you join us. So what do we do there? We'll provide you information on coins you can invest in. We'll provide you information on possibly where to buy and sell. If you ask us, we'll tell you. And then possibly provide you a platform where you can easily buy and sell with people that are trusted. So we serve as the escrow in that membership. And it's just a one-time fee of 5,000 naira. You don't need to pay any other thing. But the essence of the 5,000 is to make sure that we are bringing a person who is committed to the cause, not someone who is coming there to post nonsense in the group. We'll throw you away. So if you want to bring your 5,000 and start posting nonsense, we'll still remove you and then nothing else. So if you're interested in making sure that you reduce your losses and make more gains, it's just 5,000 naira on a discount. So you could join us in that group, and then we'll give you more guide, provide more training. Of course, our trainings are free on general platform, but there are still trainings that are just for information that are just for VIPs. All right. So if you want to join our VIP group, is okay and it's open. All right. The new channel we opened on, there is on DLL, that's Digital Learning Academy. We might still change the name because we saw on YouTube there are so many Digital Learning Academies there. So we might still change the name with time, but we'll not change the channel anyway. What we want to do is to provide a whole lot of digital trainings that will improve your financial skills and improve your financial freedom. That's all we want to do on that platform. So apart from the crypto, we are still going to be coming up with further trainings on things that will help. All right. I'm sure most of the people that know me as a professional, management professional. So most often I've been having some fallouts with some people. So when I talk about crypto, they'll be like, crypto is not part of your work. All right. But we have an assignment to make Africa better. It's not just about me. It's not about me making more money. No. With this training, we're doing it 100% free. So whether you become a member or not, it doesn't really pay anything to us. What pays us is that people get to be financially free, and that's our happiness. All right. So make sure you subscribe to that channel and be on the lookout to get more information. And if you've not subscribed to the list, the email list for this group, please do so. All right. Make sure you do so. Subscribe to the email list. I'm posting the email list right now. If you've not subscribed to the email list, please subscribe to the email list so that you can get all updates via your email. All right. So that's the email list there. Now, before we round up, just 6 minutes to go. Do I have any question? Next Sunday we'll meet again. Please, we are not really moving this information as we ought to. Let's get this information spread out and let's have other people come and learn. It's all for free. Okay, we make the time, we make the research, and we just want to teach. Today, I'm the one teaching here, but I'm sure if you're joining our crypto group, very soon you'll be the one to teach some new people to also learn. So it's not just about you making the money and just feeling all good by yourself. No, we teach you and we empower you to teach others. All right. You go teach others, bring them, let them learn. And then as time goes on, we'll have more people who are going to be teaching others. Of course, we might not all have the time at all times. All right. So when we don't have the time, someone else in the group could have the time to teach. But every Sunday, 7 o'clock up to the next 1 month, 2 months, we are going to be doing this all through. So all we want to do is teach, 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 and teach. And after teaching, we thank you for coming. All right. Any question for me before we close? Please, if you have a question, you can raise your hand. We take the questions. All right. Director Mike, please. Good evening. Ask a question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I'm very, very happy to be here this evening.
It's part of your
And
money.
I've really, I really learned a lot.
You're welcome, sir.
Also, you brought the spirit back. I was once a forex trader. I think I know little of this.
Okay.
And actually, I hang my boots because of some technical issues.
Okay.
So my question is that how do we, no, I know there is technical indicators, there are fundamental indicators that comes along with news. And so much that if someone is not careful, you just find out that you lose a lot of money. So how do we combine this technical indicator with fundamental indicators? Like I know of one that happens every month, first Friday of every month, that normally affects the market. So how do we combine that? Then number two, how can I start trade if I have any money, I mean, maybe on the sports, on my sports wallet? How can I start trading?
Okay.
That's my question.
Okay. You may have to permit me. We'll do this one by next Sunday because the time is up now. I don't want to go beyond 8:30.
Okay,
then
sir.
The other one on other matters affecting the market. It's very, very important we understand what is actually causing the market trend, because importantly, we know that news has a way of affecting the market. It can affect it to go up, it can affect it to go down. Of course, we heard of when Elon Musk tweeted about Bitcoin, and all of a sudden, I'm using the Naira equivalent. Bitcoin moved from 9 million to 38 million just in a space, in a very short space. And then he tweeted again, Dogecoin went from less than one naira to now at almost 2,000 naira. So news has its own way. But importantly too, those news does not just bring about a market rise and then go up to a dip instantly. No. If the news happens to be true, the market gets to be sustained to some point. Take, for instance, since the introduction of Elon Musk to the crypto space, you see that the bullish trend has remained, and Elon Musk has brought in the news that he brought has brought other people who have constantly pushed money or pushed investment to the crypto market. So check the authenticity of the news, check the authenticity of the person powering the news, and then that will help you to make decision. However, the trend, the indicators will always follow the news, but the indicator will always show you something. Okay, and I will give you an example of what I mean. See this indicator. It's possible that it is news that powered this up to this point, but see what the indicator is telling you. Indicator is telling you that this coin could fall up to this point. Look at this Bollinger Band. It has not fallen up to this point, but it's already telling you that this kind of thing can happen. No, it can come up to this point. So when you're using the news, also try to combine your indicators. It will help. Look at this point now. It has not reached this point in the Bollinger Band, but Bollinger Band is telling you that there is a possibility that this thing might hit here. So if you were using 1 hour trade before and you want to monitor the news and the effect of the news, you can reduce it to 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes, you get your high, you sell, you buy, you sell, you buy, you sell. If the market is not too sure, don't use a long trade, except you're buying to hold for a longer time. But if you're just doing day trade, please make sure you don't exceed that 24 hours range. 24 hours should be used if the market is actually a stable market. It is not propelled by news, or perhaps the news is a strong news and it is holding up the market. But if the news is just like the one you don't know about, remember what happened in the news of SEC and Ripple? It dropped Ripple to a point that Ripple almost closed. But there is another news now that Ripple won the case, and there are other companies coming in to invest in Ripple. Now, some other bigger companies pumping in a whole lot of investment to push Ripple up. So in the next 2-3 weeks, or even 1 month, we may have Ripple go back to 2,000 or 3,000 and even 5,000. All right. So anybody who wants to invest in Ripple, this is actually the best time to do so. Anybody who wants to invest in Dogecoin, this is the best time to do so. Don't say I did not tell you. Remember, it is not an advice. It's just information. All right. But this is the best time to buy anyway. So, director, watch the power of the news, who is bringing the news, the authenticity of the news. That will help. Then those monthly flows. Yes, monthly flows are just normal, because just like the way government pays salary, or salaries occur by the end of every month. Obviously, the same thing happens. People that hold those money in the cryptos, there are people who want to take out money and spend, and then those that earn salary or those that have small things, they want to invest. So towards the first 2 weeks or first 7 days of the month, or the first 2 weeks, let me just be on realistic basis, you could see the market move up very fast, because people are coming in, people just got salaries, people just got paid, and they want to make some investment. They hope we come back. Then by the time you see the 3rd week and the 4th week, people will start withdrawing their money. It's very simple. It's just a simple market trend, simple labor market trend. When they pay salaries, market boom. When salaries start dropping, people go and start asking people that are owing them to start paying them. That's a very simple logic. All right. Thank you so much for your time. This is where we're going to stop for tonight. Next week, Sunday, we continue. And by next week, Sunday, we are going to be doing it more detailed. We are going to give out a challenge this evening. Why don't you start with something? Start with 5,000, and by next week you tell us 5,000 naira. Okay, so if you're Ghana, find your own basic currency that you are comfortable with. All right, start with the list and tell us what you have achieved by next Sunday. We want to get some testimonies by next Sunday, and then how comfortable you are with it. I remember when someone, I don't know whether he's in this class, Nubi, he's a staff with one of these wonderful banks, and he had so many issues. At the end of the day, he decided to try the risk, and I think he started with 100,000 naira, and by the time the market moved up so high, he started investing heavily in it. All right, and he's doing good, he's doing well. All right, so at this point, man, I'm ready. Thank you so much. To have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. I pray that you get more wisdom for financial prosperity and prosperity all the way around. Thank you, and see you by Sunday, 7 p.m. Tell someone about this program. Let us all come and learn. It's free, right? Nothing to be afraid of. See you by next Sunday. Bye-bye.